The me always feels guilty, and even if it hasn't done anything, it feels guilty, maybe because there are apparently other people who are not as lucky as they are, who live in bad circumstances. So the me feels guilty for being the lucky one. The me and the feeling of being guilty is the same. Sometimes the guilt comes up for being depressed, for being unhappy, because the me tells itself, basically, my life is okay, so I should be happy, but I'm not. So it is unhappy and it feels guilty for being unhappy. If there is a feeling of guilt, that means that there is the conviction that there is someone who could do something better, that there is someone who has a free will to decide which way he or she behaves. Within the story of the me, this is how things work. There is a past, there is a present, and there is a future. Things start for one reason, they develop, and there is a goal, and someone needs to reach the goal. But that's just within the illusion, within the dream. The story itself is completely empty. This is not happening to you, it's happening to no one. It's not even happening, it's appearing to happen. But there is no one who has a free will, who could do something differently. Within the illusion of the me, things are happening in time. They have a start, a middle, and an end. And all things have their place. The me is inside of the body, and the rest is outside and has its place. So there is also space, time and space. That's the perception of the me within the story. To hear that there is no time nor space doesn't help the me. These words, they just don't make sense. It's not its experience. What it's experiencing is time and space. I have to be somewhere at a certain moment. So it's not its experience that there is no time and space, and these words, they cannot be heard really. And it doesn't help. The me feeling doesn't get any help out of these words. The same way as it doesn't get any help of hearing that it doesn't exist, that it's only an illusion. When the me illusion doesn't appear, all these polarities of good and bad and of right and wrong, they don't come up anymore. Feeling guilty is just another confirmation for the me that it exists. It exists, it has done something wrong, and it feels guilty now. But this is just a story that doesn't happen to anyone, and a story that is told by no one. Each feeling gets immediately contextualized. Each feeling that comes up, each thought, it becomes a story, and it is put into a story, the story of the me. There is no reason why the story appears, and there's no reason why the story doesn't appear. Has no reason, no origin, no development. There is no now, and there is no later, no future. There's no goal to reach. But the me can't hear that. It doesn't want to hear that. In its perception, in its world, things have a development, have a reason, and there is someone who has to reach a goal. Nothing of that is true. It always has been an illusion. There is nothing to understand. There is no one who would have an advantage by understanding something, or who would have a disadvantage if he or she doesn't understand. It's not about the words that are spoken. All of this is completely empty. There is no one who these words would reach. There is no one who speaks those words. Everything happens by itself. No reason, no sense, no moral, and no destination. Feeling guilty only makes sense within the story, and feeling guilty leads to other developments, maybe to a change of behavior, but only within the story. All of these feelings and thoughts make sense. The story itself is empty, and within an empty story, there are no questions about morality, about right and wrong. Things just happen as they happen, for no reason. There's no one who would learn anything by the things that happen. It is not said here that there's no need to feel guilty. What is said is there is no one